Hi, welcome back to the War Experience. This is episode number 1 for the second season. And to be honest, I'm so excited for starting up this brand new season with a lot of beautiful relics to show and tell. So guys, welcome and let's start the show. Well, today's episode is basically about toys. And to be honest, who didn't like toys when we were kids? We all did. And there was no exception around 70 years ago. Kids also loved toys. There were rich kids and poor kids. And that wasn't all. The thing is, if kids didn't have toys, they would make them. So, to be honest, kids 70 years ago also loved toys. But what we have here today is some beautiful soldiers, toy soldiers, handmade and painted. But these had a whole different purpose. We see them today as collectibles, beautiful collectibles. But 70 years ago, these had a whole different purpose. War was raging on in Europe, North Africa. Bombings everywhere. The British are there, the Americans are there, oh, the Germans are here and this. The newspapers, of course, talked a lot about the war. And kids would hear this. And meanwhile, we're playing with these fantastic toys. And that was exactly the intentions of the government officials, in this case the Third Reich. The kids would play with this at home, making their own battlefields. And that would shape their minds when they grew up. They most likely would enlist the Wehrmacht ranks. They would want to be soldiers when they grow up. That was exactly the purpose of these toys. These aren't just toys. These were objects of the propaganda machine, in this case by the German government. Well, there are a lot of different models and shapes for these. They were standing in guard. They were firing in a crouch position. There are horses, there are bunkers, there are cars, all kinds of vehicles. And that would pretty much make a fantastic and complete experience for a kid's mind. Parents, being rich or not, they would buy these. If they couldn't afford, they will simply make their own toys. But in this case, these weren't exactly expensive back then, because the objective of this was to have most of the families have this at home. So these weren't exactly expensive. Well, in today's market, it's all about the rarity and condition. This can go for retail price, this can go for around 12, 13, 15 euros each. And it all depends on the condition and the rarity of the item. There are even Nazi party officials, SS soldiers. Even Adolf Hitler was created in one of these soldiers. There are American soldiers, there are British soldiers. Even Portuguese soldiers were made by the biggest company of them all, Lineol. There was a period bigger company responsible for millions of these being made, and also responsible for a lot of these to arrive safely at our generation and on today. These are exceptionally made and painted. The quality is fantastic and well taken care of. This will last for decades, and it's the case with these ones. So I'll probably have a whole company of these. Thank you so much for watching. This is just a small introduction for what's to come, and believe me, fantastic relics await you guys on the next few videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm sure, as always, I will see you all on the next episode of the War Experience. Thanks.